On this episode,
that we got. There's Jacob's bed and has a TV, cabinets. This turns into a bed. Where we are turns into a bed too. Now, see something that you like about this RV, and if you're happy, excited, how you feel. I'm happy because there's a TV right there. What else? How do you feel?
first time at the pump with this beast. Let's see how much it takes. It's a lot of gas. Reservations. They didn't have any spots, but they did have one VIP spot for one of the hosts who didn't show up, so we got it, and it's ours. Look, we have television.
The TV's on? Weak or no signal. Hold on.
You have to check the antenna.
What antenna?
I think that's the antenna up there.
That?
Up. Hey, Mr. B. Hey, look at Mr. B. We can get some music going in here. We got a kitchen. Look at that. My ginger beer ready to go. Nothing in the freezer, but that's getting nice and cool. So we got a nice queen size bed in here. Look at that. Got our air conditioning.
Input 1.
It's the lifestyles of the rich and famous.
You want to ship Boyardee? Here you with my rabbit.
No. So we made it through night number 1 with the RV, and it was magnificent.
What?
Although the temperature during the week was 100 degrees plus, it actually got really cold last night. We had the air conditioner on for a little bit, and we woke up to shivers and chills. The wife is making pancakes in the woods with a spatchki. Spatchki. another child doesn't know how to stand straight up. This one thinks she's normal, but she's the weirdest of them all. Swamp cakes. It's a bird.
It's a background.
It's a plane. It's Super Socks. You want Super Socks?
Wait, how is that?
Super Socks. So they're supposed to be like that? Outside. Was not fun. Here comes the family. We're parked up there. Campsite 82 is one of those, here or here. So we're pretty close. We did it! Yay! How's your head?
Ma chérie, amor, lovely as a summer day. Ma chérie, amor, distant as the Milky Way. My chérie, amor, pretty little one that I adore. You're the only girl my heart beats for. How I wish that you were mine. In a cafe, or sometimes on a crowded street. I've been near you, but you never noticed me. My chérie, amor, won't you tell me how could you ignore that behind that little smile I wore? I wish that you were mine.
it to the lake. They gave us the campground host spot. So we found a store. Not just any store. We found a Walmart where it was only about 10-15 miles from the lake. So yeah, we had to stop and download Google Maps for the region. And we were able to find a Wi-Fi connection in town. Connect to that, do a quick Facebook live stream, which was nice, and be on our way. So evidently in this neck of the woods there is no internet, there is no data connection. I'm sure I can make a phone call if there was an emergency, but other than that, there's Wi-Fi, sporadic Wi-Fi in some public areas. So we're picking up some dairy products so we can stock the fridge a little bit since it's nice and cold. When we first left the house yesterday, the refrigerator takes several hours to cool down to the proper temperature, so we didn't load it up with anything that we necessarily needed for the trip, so we figured we'd stop on our way as we are today. Last night was great. The temperature last night got down probably in the 50s, so it was quite chilly, and I'm usually unclothed at night, and I actually needed a blanket to keep warm, but luckily, you know, the weather has been great. I've got some cool video that we've gotten at the lake. However, I do look forward to getting that drone up in the air, and once I have that footage, I'll be sure to include that in this video. So the family are still in Walmart. I've been out here for probably an hour, had myself a snack, opened up ginger beer, non-alcoholic of course, but what I can't get is any news. I can't believe that folks in parts of the country still rely on good old-fashioned newspapers for their news, and I guess cable television. Man, for so many years now, I've been flipping through Flipboard, reading all the headlines. Within minutes, I'd be done and on my way. Now I can't even do that. Getting Flipboard open on the app with no internet, it doesn't even have any preloaded data for me to reference. That was old news. So here they come. Oakland, Maryland. Garrett County. So we're at the beach. And it's lunchtime. 5:00 p.m. Saturday afternoon, July the 7th, 2018, and there's still no internet. Y'all don't fancy internet around these parts, do ya? Do ya? Does your character have a mustache?
No.
No mustache?
No. Does your character have glasses?
Yes.
That one. That one, that one. 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 That one.
Does your character wear glasses?
No. Does your character have black hair?
Yes.
Is your character Sarah?
It is Sarah. Awesome. Good job.
And then we put it here. Where's your card? Put it there.
Prioritize fully 70% of his network over time to incentivize that network.
Today is Sunday, July 8th, 2018. We're going to take a walk to the lake. We found ourselves a little shortcut down this path this way. I've got the drone ready to take some aerial photography, and a very rare sight is the Canon SX330 IS that we hardly ever use anymore.
And yesterday we went to the lake last time, and you were making pictures and stuff.
That's right, we're always taking pictures.
Yeah.
So this camera on the tripod will allow us a 200 times zoom, and we're hoping to catch some early boating action, and maybe there'll be some folks on the lake where we can get some real nice close-up shots. So are you ready?
Yeah. Can we go to the lake now?
Let's go.
You want me to hold that?
No. A nice smoky morning. Folks making their breakfast on the campfire. However, we've got the beast, and we've got the power of propane on our side. Now this is the path that we're going to follow. This is the Applegate Trail. This leads us down. You can count your steps. Do you want to count your steps to see how many steps it is?
I don't want to, but
You can count out loud and I can help. That way we can figure how many feet on average it takes for us to get here to the lake.
okay.
So your stride for an average stepping distance is different than mine. I haven't measured my stride in probably 25 years, so it takes about 2.5 feet for me to step. That way we can figure, okay, it takes us maybe 1,500 feet from here to the lake.
Oh my god.
You ready to do that?
Yeah.
Ready? 1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
39 steps away, and we see a family of deer. They're getting breakfast too, in the shade. There's a jogger in the background. You can see him running through the the woods.
The blue shirt one.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I just want to pet a deer right now.
Look, there's another one.
Whoa.
A family of 5, and those are all female.
What?
Do you know how they're female?
How?
They don't have any antlers.
Wow. But the male ones have antlers.
Yep.
405, 406, 407, 408, 409, 300.
What? How are you counting?
Oh, 1 mile in fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday morning.
Stars shining bright above me. Night breezes seem to whisper. Sycamore tree. Dream of a little dreamer.
20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
Night breezes seem to whisper.
So 410, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Dream of a little dreamer. Night breezes seem to whisper.
Suggestion that Saturday night, sensational double thrill stock car spectacular at 7:30.
It's about 500 paces. Alright, here, take the drone, open the zipper as Jake's opening up our hard shell transfer case, carry case for the DJI Phantom 3. This is an older model drone that still records in 4K video. Now we've got a battery backup, which takes probably about 20 minutes of flight time for each battery to be exhausted at full activity. And this connects via Wi-Fi, and that goes right in there. That is an antenna extender. That's a parabolic antenna extender that goes onto the antennas, and what that does is that allows us to get an extended range for the Wi-Fi connection. Just like your phone and tablet have Wi-Fi connection at home, that communicates this to the drone.
Wow.
Move it to the right a little bit. Yeah, now push it in. Push it all the way in until it clicks. There you go. But these propellers you can put on. Yeah, put those on.
All of them?
The ones that have a black dot have the black propeller dot on top. See, that one's black, so you have to put it on there and spin it counterclockwise, which means to the left. And now get the other black one and put it on the other black dot motor.
There.
In same direction, counterclockwise. Now those other two go in clockwise position, which means to the right.
So it's like,
Yep.
wow, I like this.
And the reason that they did that, for them to spin in opposite directions, and that helps control the aircraft with the gyroscopic motion. So these spin in that direction, these spin in this direction. So this is where we launched from yesterday, and the beach area is right there. No swimming at this area. It's probably 58, 59 degrees right now. And it's cold, considering that earlier in the week it was 100 degrees. Literally, with the heat index, it was 110 plus, surprisingly, down in Frederick County. But this is Garrett County, so we're at a higher elevation. We're further west, so you know the temperatures are different in each geological location. And for the most part, we've enjoyed ourselves this weekend. So we thank you for joining us. And stay tuned as we've got some more video, of course, for the remainder of our trip that's going to be included. Hit that like and subscribe button below, and share this video if you find it to be something that you really liked. And hopefully it'll give others a chance to see how the Department of Natural Resources and the National Park Service tend to this area, as well as the man-made Deep Creek Lake, which I'm going to be finding out some more information about, and I'll probably put some links in the description below. But yeah, the National Park Service is great, especially with the RV. You can call in ahead of time, make reservations, or if you're just pitching a tent, it's a great time for the family and kids, especially at this age. And I've had a lot of friends and family, co-workers encourage me to go in this direction with the RV, which allowed me to make that decision last week, and in the past few months, to considering getting that 32-foot mobile home, which is great. So be sure to share a lot more on the YouTube channel with our adventures. Hopefully we can make our trips a little bit further each time we go. And we're about 150 miles from home, so it's only about a two and a half hour trip, whether or not we make a stop, and that's a reasonably minimal amount of distance to be traveling with such a vehicle. So we hope can make some significant trips, maybe even to the Grand Canyon, and to see friends and family that are out in other states that we haven't seen in many years. So that's what it's all about. Thanks for watching, and look forward to all your comments and interactions below.
That's nice. It's really good.
Your head's in the way. So that was the Canon SX30IS. It's an older camera that is probably a decade old. Now the wind is picking up, as you probably hear, so we're gonna hold off on getting the drone up in the air until later, because the lake overall is pretty quiet. There's not much, as you can see, going on out there, and there's usually a lot of water sports, wakeboarders and water skiers who are enjoying the lake, but not so early on a Sunday morning, especially with the chill in the air. The temperatures are still quite low on this July weekend. We're making our way back up to the campsite. We're gonna make breakfast. I think we're gonna open up a can of corned beef hash. What do you think? Why? Because it looks like dog food?
Yeah.
Maybe if I do this enough, I'll lose some weight. What do you think?
Yeah.
So where did we come out before?
I don't know.
I think we came out on this side. Over here. Watch your step. We're gonna make our way this way. We make our own trail.
I found a tick. I found a tick.
I'm definitely out of shape. Losing power here. Miles an hour with my hazards on. Just like that, our trip is over. We are home by the skin of our teeth. We have some engine trouble. Whew, it's about 84 degrees in the house. Get the air conditioner going. For the most part, we had a good time, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining the Applegates. Be sure to hit that subscribe button below. If you haven't already, leave a comment and hit the thumbs up. And until next time, make it a great day. Thank you. Good night. Jake, you're part of the vlog. You're gonna be in the vlog. You're in the vlog a lot. We went for a walk and everything. Okay. Okay, we're gonna cut in right here because here it is. It's a week later. It's Saturday, July the 14th, and we are still editing this video. 18 hours after we finished our trip and I started editing last week, it's 6 days later, and we're watching it all on the big screen. Hey, look!
Wow, it's so
Mr.
cool.
B!
It's overlapped.
But, yeah, so keep an eye out for the next Applegate Adventure, will ya? Peace!